Hey, it's the coach here, and you will notice that we are on a location shoot. We're shooting a high-end home, and we need a lot of light power, right? This used to be one of those jobs where we would rent a lot of hot lights, right, from one of the local film-making suppliers, and we would run, a lot of electricity extension cords throughout the house, or in fact, there would be times we would rent what's called a Jenny, right, a generator. That would be a small little kind of a U-Haul trailer that they would plop in the driveway that would run on a gasoline or diesel engine, and it would give us all the electricity that we would need to run all the lights that we need. Well, as you can see, it's a sunny day, so we're fighting some sun here and shooting the kitchen. And this is a beautiful kitchen, and it has a nice interplay between daylight and regular light. But of course, we're all LED, right? We don't use any hot lights at all anymore. So you can see behind me how bright the window lights are. Of course, you can see there's a real window over here, but you can also see how bright the LEDs are, right? Well, guess what? In the kitchen here, the LEDs now are brighter than the window light is. Sure, LED technology's taken us a long way, but that's a powerful dog there, right? That's a 1x2 foot, right? Also known as a 2K, meaning 2000. So it's what the equivalent of 2000 watts worth of light. Now, when we talk about that, that doesn't really mean it's going to draw 2000 watts worth of energy, but that's supposed to be what we think about when we need lights. We need a 1K here and a 4K there, and well, these are terrific units. This is from our good friends at Cool Lux. We don't own this light. We did borrow it, and we wanted to tell you.
Get out the way.
Tell you that I'm in the way. You saw one of our little rolling tables. That's how we moved little dolly shots through houses. However, this is the bi-color version, so it has adjustable color temperature. We're finding out it's working very well. Now, without the battery attached to it, and this one does not have a battery adapter because we don't really like battery adapters very much with what we do. It's very lightweight. It's a lot lighter than you think, and I have no problem putting it on top of a desktop. Now, you've heard me say before that when you're going to use LEDs, you need to work with our diffusion dynamic, right? And you'll need to put some sort of spun. This is the neutral spun from colormall.com that we think is perfect. This is the great stuff. But for what we're doing here, we don't need it, right? This is when we want to take our LEDs and combine them together as one light, because I don't know how many hundreds of LEDs are on that thing, and in fact it's so bright I can't look at it to count them right now. But if we wanted to combine those together to make a beautiful portrait, we would want to put the spun in front of it. But for jobs like this, we certainly don't want to. So one option for you to think of when you need to have a lot of power, or if you're shooting outside, you may want to look at the convenience of a 1x2 instead of two 1x1s. Why? Well, they fit together on one yoke, right? That one mounting panel. And that makes things lots simpler. They'll also, if you're going to be shooting outside, they're going to share one battery. So it's all about defining the light source that you need, and of course that's what hybridhouse.pro does. We give you options. We don't have advertisers on Hybrid House. We want to give you all kinds of options, and one option for those of you that are going to be shooting, those of you particularly who are well-known senior photographers from Grand Rapids, Michigan, named Dan Johnson, who happens to be assisting. Dan, you want to make an appearance over here? Yeah. Guess who's helping us out today as a lighting superstar is Dan Johnson, world famous photographer over here. And of course, see what happens when Dan's gone? Yeah, nice. Well, Dan shoots a ton of seniors, and Dan is going to need to be working outside, and he needs a lightweight, super portable, power adjustable as well as color temperature adjustable light, and this is one of the lights that a guy like Dan is going to need to be using. So as soon as the price comes down, because the price of those are rather obscene. So speaking of obscene, it's the coach saying I got to get back to work or these guys are going to yell at me. But this, thumbs up, excellent product, love it.